What's up, everybody? Dan here with Dan and Sarah Makers, and Sarah's here too.
Sorta.
We are endeavoring on a new project out here. We need to build a firewood storage enclosure lean-to thing.
Yeah.
So we are going to try and save money, and we are looking at all the lumber that was left underneath the shop when we bought the house. So there's some 6x6s, some 4x4s, some 2x10s, and just a whole smattering of other stuff that I think is left over from when the house was built.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go through, look at what's available, see how it would incorporate into our general idea of what we want to build, and kind of modify it based on what's available here.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to build or purchase some additional material, probably some corrugated metal roofing of some sort.
And then who knows what else.
And maybe a few additional 4x4s or 2x4s or something to round out the actual build. But we're gonna try and cater the building to what we have available. So we're gonna dig through here, sort out what's good, what's garbage, get rid of the garbage, and get the good stuff and finalize our design.
Okay, let's get moving on this.
Yeah.
Yay! Lots of piles of wood.
So just pull it out, sort it out, see what's there. As you can see, we've got a lot of wood that was tucked up underneath the shop. We've got 2x6 tongue and groove. We've got some 2x10s, some 2x12s, 2x8s. We've got a whole array of 4x4s, 1x material. There's a lot of cedar lap siding underneath, 2x6s, 6x6s, 4x6s, all sorts of different lumber. Some of it's looks like it came off a sawmill, like a wood miser. Others comes from a factory. So we are going to focus on getting our floor and posts, the vertical posts, the roof, and see what we have left over after that. I think we've got a pretty good start on that, and then we'll decide what we want to do with the siding when we get to that point. We'll definitely not use all of this, but if we can get almost everything out of this, that would be really, really cool. So
you are currently thinking that the 4x4s will be kind of the sections of
yeah,
the
we're gonna do, we're not quite sure on the dimensions yet again, but the posts, we'll have some long posts in the front, and we'll have a single pitch roof that slopes to the back. So we've got, I think, 4 really long 4x4s, which will be the front posts, so that would give us like 3 bays, and then some shorter ones in the back so that the roof can be sloped. We'll still need to get some metal roofing material and some concrete pier blocks, but all in all, I think we've got a pretty good start on this thing.
It's really kind of cool.
Yeah, it definitely saves us several $100s, and I haven't been to the lumber yard in a while, but everybody talks about how hard it is to get lumber right now and how expensive it is. So this could save us quite a few $100s.
Yeah. All right.
This is approximately where we're going to put our firewood storage shed enclosure. That's the back door of the house where you would come out and get the firewood from. And it's relatively level to this area. And all the forest services, they recommend storing firewood at least 30 feet away from the house for fire reasons. So we got the distance. If you're coming out in the snow, we don't go uphill and downhill, so it's easy to get to. And it will hide our propane tank, which is behind this big pile of wood that was left for us from the previous owner. We are going to unload our lumber, put it on the ground there. We will load up these 5 to 7 foot logs over here that are mostly rotten. We'll take those down to the garden. We'll also take these branches down, and those will become part of our hugelkultur.
Are you asking me? Hugelkultur.
Yeah, I get made fun of for mispronouncing everything, so who cares? But anyways, we're going to turn this stuff into a hugelkultur garden raised bed compost system, which we've never done before, but are excited about that. So stay tuned on that one. So we're trying to get as many trips here and out and be as effective on every single trip as we can be. So we're going to unload the lumber, load up the logs and the branches, take those down to the garden. We'll come back, pick up some Canada thistle that my parents have cut and bagged up, and we'll also load up the scrap wood from under the house that was rotten that we need to get rid of. So then that will become a dump run. And then after the dump run, we'll go get our roofing material and our concrete piers and any other wood that we might need. And then we'll come back and then we'll be able to start building.
That's why we weren't in sports.
Yes.
So this is like the worst thing you can do is stockpile random wood right next to your propane tank.
Under a tree in pickup stick style.
Yeah. So we're gonna try and fix that. That one needs to be charged. Charged.
Yum. for our posts. We've got 4 long ones, 4 short ones. We've got 2x6 tongue and groove for our deck. I'm thinking based on the lumber that we have, maybe make our floor out of 2x8s because we have enough long pieces of that.
Okay.
That we can make the rim. The roof system will be out of 2x4s.
These are the 2x8s you're talking about right here,
Correct.
right? Okay.
And then cross bracing, diagonals, anything like that that we need could be out of 2x6s.
Got
and
it.
so on. So basically, we would use the majority of the long pieces here because we need 8 fairly long pieces.
Yep.
Hopefully.
For 3 bays.
Yeah. I'm looking at these. I don't know if those are going to be long enough.
They might not be, but
We'll see what we can do.
yeah.
So we'll use up the majority of these. We'll definitely use up the majority of this.
And the tongue and groove will be for the floor, right?
Correct. And it'll be spaced with gaps, so it's not going to be tight.
Okay.
So we get ventilation. This will be joists and floor system support, the actual structural portion. And then roof system.
And that's the 2x4
2x4s.
pile.
Yep.
And we do have more 2x4s in the garage if we need them.
Yes.
But we'll use those first.
Yep.
Okay.
So we will probably have around 12 joists, basically, roof joists.
Yeah.
So we might need a few additional ones, but those will be about 8 foot long, just under.
All right.
Cool.
Cool.
And then we'll have 1/2-inch plywood, sheet metal, corrugated sheet metal on top, or the delta rib. So I guess some people might consider the corrugated the like garden shed
Oh, yeah.
stuff. I guess that would be like a delta rib, but somebody will say delta rib's a trademark, and that's not actually a real delta rib. It's like 3/4 of an inch too shallow on the high rib, and
Haters gonna hate.
yep, they will.
Scared you? That scare you, Penny? I don't know if that rock's gonna come out. The big rock.
Hi, Penny.
Cool.
Think so?
Yep.
Can you rake it out a little bit?
Okay.
Oh. Did you just get stung in the mouth by a wasp?
Uh-oh. Oh, poor thing. Oh.
You okay, Penny?
barrel. I'll go get that.
There's a pitchfork when you need one.
Yeah. Can I run through there or no?
Yep. How's your face doing, Penny? Doing better? So we bought pier blocks that are the cheap ones. They're like right around $3. The other option was the ones with the molded in cool T on the top. They were like $8, and then the ones with metal brackets were $9. These are a third of that price. They have a hole in the center of them. So I'm just taking some scrap all thread rod that I have. I'm gonna stick it down in there, drill a hole in the bottom of our 4x4, and use that as our base. So we can buy 3 of these for the price of one of the others. So I'm just cutting this all thread to 10 inches long. You can do it with a hacksaw, a sawzall, a grinder. We have a portaband, so we're using that. And so these posts will just drop down in the center, and then we'll have a hole in the bottom of the 4x4. It'll sit on there, and that'll keep the whole structure from sliding off the top of these pier blocks.
It doesn't have to be tight, snug.
With the weight of it, no.
No.
In this case, I'm not worried about that.
It's more just for keeping it in place until all the cross bracing is in.
Yeah, but also potentially if there was a big windstorm or something like that, it would just keep it from potentially moving.
Okay.
So we'll probably have many thousands of pounds of wood in this when everything's said and done, so it would be less likely to be blown around, but still the roof is a sail, and the walls, even though they'll be open and spaced out in ventilation, it could still catch the wind. So
You're good.
perfect. More accurate measuring because we're going off the bolts, not the actual 4x4.
Oh, right.
And no, the real 4x4s will sit on the block,
Okay.
not up in the air like that.
Yeah. But that'll allow you to get a more accurate
Yeah.
spacing. So you want this one.
Yeah, and probably need a little bit bigger area there.
Yeah, it is a little bigger than I was remembering. Whichever side is high,
This
Right,
side
come
is
out.
high.
give that a try. That'll probably be the other side.
Another 3/8
Okay.
of an inch. More than that.
Get the rocks out of there.
Okay.
Maybe an eighth. And a little bit of a
little
swath
bit of that,
all the way
okay.
along there. Whoops.
Okay.
They are nice and they do leave a string line.
Yeah. That's pretty close.
And then about an eighth of an inch.
Let it be. All right,
Hi.
so now we just need to square it up, right?
Yeah, put 2 more piers in here at the right spacing.
Yay.
And 4 more there.
So did you want to get string or?
Yeah, we need to get some string.
Okay.